Hi Roena, it's Gwendolyn. I hope you had a good weekend. Great to see your next set of essays. Also really good to see your error list and your corrected essays. I had a look through those. Really good job on all of those. The only thing I did notice is that on your error list you mentioned about transitional phrases and you left out a word on one of them. So we say on the one hand. I think you missed out the word the. Just be mindful of that the transitional phrase is on the one hand, and then the other side is on the other hand. Okay? Yeah, I just noticed that, so something to be mindful of. Yes, your task 2 here, let's go ahead and look at that on copyright laws. Again, I thought you did a really good job with this. Good ideas, good examples. Um, um, yeah, a fairly clear and coherent essay. Maybe a couple of things I want to add into your paragraph just to make it clear that you're answering the task response. So we'll have a look at that when we get to your P1 and your P2. And then the other thing I wanted to talk to you about here before I get into the individual checking of each word in line is about your timing. So what I would like you to do is for your next set of essays, I want you to time how long it takes you. Don't worry about keeping within the time frame yet. I just want to know where you are in your timing. So I think you're at the stage now, Roena, that you've got the structure down and you're writing well enough that we need to start pushing you to start writing within the time frame. So that's the next step I want you to take. But to start with, just let me know where you're at. Okay? Let's go ahead and read through this. Copyright laws, may it be in print or in digital. I would use the word form here. Just a different word keeps you from saying that word copy over quite a few times. Different vocabulary word will up your lexical resource score. So may it be in print or digital form, have never been more difficult to implement, comma, especially in this modern information age. I believe that the world is a better place when it is governed with different rules such as this. This essay will discuss how intellectual property legislations serve as positive factors in the progress of creativity in the society. Good, really good essay, Roena. You do write really beautifully. I think you have actually a knack for writing, which is really, really nice. Probably on a level that even a lot of native English speakers cannot write in the way they form their sentences. So really good writing. Nevertheless, we still have some grammatical things, so let's look at those. Not too many though. So look at your P1. I think your P1 here, you're wanting to talk about how copyright regulations benefit society. It was a little unclear for me when I read through it, but I'm pretty sure that's what you were trying to say. So let's see if we can put something at the end that relates back to the task response so that you can get all of those points for the task response. To begin with, copyright legislations and its associated penalties lead people to think of new creations and innovations from original pieces. This is because, in the long run, all the profits, to change your word order there, all the profits and credits will be solely linked to the primary owner. Take, for instance, the song Let It Go. Usually when we use a song in a sentence like this, or not title of a song or title of a movie, we would put it in parentheses. So song, parentheses, let it go, parentheses, close parentheses. Parentheses, quotes. Sorry, not parentheses, quotes. Forgive me. So quotes. So a quote at the top, open, close quote, open quote. So take, for instance, the song Let It Go, used in a Disney movie entitled Frozen. And then Frozen would, yeah, normally writing we would italicize it, but I don't know how you do that when you're physically writing. Maybe underline. Has been translated into different languages. The viral use of the said song therefore only showed how people from different nations have deviated in a remarkable way. Yeah, I thought your paragraph was going really good, Roena, and then I got to this sentence, and I didn't really understand what you meant in this part. The viral use of the said song, therefore, only showed how people from different nations have deviated in a remarkable way. Yeah, I just didn't really know what you were trying to say there. So I'm going to make up my own phrase, word, which I think should have been here on the end. That was more relevant to the task response, but also your idea and example. So maybe the viral use of the said song, therefore, through the protection of copyright, allowed people from different nations to recreate this popular song in their own native language, which was certainly a benefit to society. Moreover, without the aforementioned laws, concerned parties will not be given appropriate compensation for their hard work. This is due to the fact that, if people are not reprimanded or fined for copying the creation of others, they will surely take the easy and less costly road of duplicating it. For example, pirated music albums and movies are widely available in most Asian countries. Thus, sales of original CDs and DVDs, as well as profits from movie houses, have been declining over the years. Good, really good paragraph, beautifully written. Again, some good vocabulary in there, reprimanded, duplicating, pirated music albums, some good vocabulary. Just wondered how it relates to the task response though. So we need to be answering this question, does copyright laws reward or limit creativity? I think if you added a sentence here and you've got enough word count to do it, if you said something along the lines of, therefore, if um, enforcement of copyright laws was more stringent in Asian countries, this would guarantee that individuals are rewarded for their hard work. Something like that. You did a good job of kind of mentioning it here. I just think some sort of summarizing statement will really make sure that you understood that task response. To conclude, comma from the examples and arguments given, I definitely think that copyright laws contribute to the advancement in people's artistry and society's economic opportunities. Good, really good conclusion there. Again, beautifully written. Let's look at your task one. Okay, Roena, I had to read through your task one. I see you're going down the general route, which is good. Really good letter. I loved your idea, and you explained your absence very coherently and cohesively. Really good vocabulary throughout. Overall, a very strong essay. In fact, I don't think many native English people could um, write as well as you did here. So really good job with this. Let's go ahead and read through it. I can always find some grammatical thing. Let's see if I can find one in your essay here. Dear Sir or Madam, I am currently a sociology senior from the University of Albion, and I am writing to apologize for the unadvised absence I incurred last week. My non-appearance in add your article there, in the Sociology 101 midterm examination held last Monday, May 23rd, was brought about by contagious pink eyes I suffered for 4 days. I would say it was brought about by contagious pink eye. Generally, you just use the singular. I know it sounds really strange, but we do just say the singular form of pink eye when we talk about it as an infection. Was brought about by pink eye, comma, which I suffered for 4 days. As advised by my parents, I stayed at home and refrained from going out as to avoid spreading it. In effect, I was not able to visit a doctor and obtain a medical certificate as the school requires. However, as proof of my sickness, I have attached herewith the photos with date stamps of my infected eyes and receipt and a receipt, add your article there, a receipt of antibiotic eye drops bought from at your article there, the pharmacy during that time. Furthermore, I would like to appeal to the examinations committee for a makeup examination as I the missed as no article no I there. I think that was just a typo on your part. As the test I missed is equivalent to 30% of my final grade. Kindly check if this request is possible and confirm available exam dates. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience that my situation may have caused your office, and I look forward to hearing add your article there, a favorable response from your end. And then Roena, and you put your other two information, your student number and your case number there. Good. Yeah, I mean, good essay. There was a couple of things with articles in this essay, but not too major. Good, Roena. I think overall, fantastic. Both essays were fantastic. Still, what I would like you to do is add any mistakes to your error list. I want you to correct these two essays with the suggestions given. Watch the next set of podcasts if you have any, and then go ahead and write the next two set of essays. And when you write those next set of essays, I want you to time yourself, and I want you to time yourself for how long it takes you to write each task, so the task 1 and the task 2 separately, including any time you take to go back and make any changes, and then I want you to let me know what the overall time is. So I think at this point, Roena, you are writing perfectly well. You write the structure very well. So at this point, we need to make sure that you're doing this level of writing within the 60-minute time frame. So that's what I want to focus on for the next part of our course. All right, Roena, keep up the good work, and look forward to seeing your next essay soon. Bye for now.